Hello everyone, welcome to Fablehaven Age of Wonders 4, Empires and Ashes. The DLC is upon us, and with it comes many changes, not just in the DLC, but in the free update, the Golem update. So before we get too crazy, there are a few bugs as well have come with it, so ignore the artifacting. In the Pantheon, it has been expanded. We have this little section here in the primary Pantheon tree, which of course adds new things like banner icons, some new weapons, some new society traits. Was it this one? Is this? There was a bug. Yeah. This shows a tier 4 weapon for some reason. Don't know why. But there's the pike, the captain's axe and shield, and the hunter's crossbow. The two society traits are the relentless crusaders and the merciless slavers, which I will get to when we're choosing Drazhoath's society traits. The rest side here is all cosmetic stuff for the item forge, the new mechanic. These do literally nothing, just make things prettier. That's it. So it's something to dump your points into once you have completed the primary tree. Artifacting. So for the first time in history, Follow My Heart won the poll. Well, tied for first place with who we shall be playing today, Drazhoath, the Exalted. Now, why is he Drazhoath the Exalted and not Drazhoath the Ashen? That is because I will be playing the Sorcerer Prophet of the Dawi after the events of a successful Total War Warhammer 3 campaign, which, by the way, I did play. And in that event, he acquires the very blood of Hashut, the dark chaos god of tyranny and greed. And what does one to do once you have acquired nigh limitless power? Conquer the world. What do you do after that? Well, you ask your dark patron to open the way to a new world. A new world to pillage and plunder. And so we shall. Using the new geography trait, Pangea. This realm was dominated by a single enormous connected landmass surrounded by oceans on all sides. This realm consists of a single massive landmass surrounded by oceans which all factions share. This realm is a relatively young world, but then that is overgrown with life. Life and magic are rampant here. Well, mostly life. And because life is so rampant, megafauna have taken over the place, making animal units common and marauder animal units gain empowered beast, which is pretty spooky actually. No presence traits. And this realm, the goal will be to open the seals of this vibrant world. Seal's victory was the most preferred victory condition in Age of Wonders 3. It was my personal favorite as well because it puts the victory condition on the table turn 1. You gotta start planning ahead. Now in Age of Wonders 3 you can actually pick how many seal ticket victory, or how many seal tickets you need for victory. In Age of Wonders 4 it is based off the amount of players in the map, which we'll be going with 9. But it can be further modified with each of these. The World Seals is just, the default. World Sealed Actives require less, and World Sealed Dormant requires more. This world's seals have been dormant for so long that life has overflowed, really. And part of the reason it has overflowed is because it has crystalline abundance. Mana resource nodes and pickups are abundant. Where magic flows, life gathers, and wondrous things occur. I just can't play the game without Wondrous past. I love Wonders. They're amazing. They're here. However, did you think Hashut would make this easy? This world has opened up to many worlds, and so many influences added with that of the Dark Father cause emotions to run high. Each strategic turn, all rulers gain a stacking negative empire relations modifier with each other. Each turn you will lose 10 relations with anyone you have discovered. So there's gonna There's going to be a lot of war. The other new one that has been added in Empires and Ashes is Motivated Truce, which reduces the impactfulness of grievances. But of course, we're going with Chaotic Influence. A very large map, 9 players. I'm not concerned at all. This is looking for the seal. There it is. The sealed vibrant world. There we go. Vibrancy. Now in the game flow, we are turning off all other forms of victory conditions. You have to claim the seals. Now, for complete transparency, I do love being transparent. I've already tried recording this with the world threat stacked up to high, you know, being the whole Hashut isn't going to make things easy. But I forgot how bloody annoying it was. Like, yes, it's hard, but it's more annoying than anything. So we'll just have the normal starting conditions, the normal world threat, and we'll go on with our day. Now, as for the AI, of course, we're playing on Brutal, and I don't remember if this is added or if this is always here and I just never realized it. You can give advantages and handicaps to the AI. So I'm going to give them a minor handicap. This makes it so units of this faction deal, advantage. I'm going to give the AI a minor advantage, so units of this faction deal plus 15% damage and take minus 15% damage. And of course, I'm not going to have one myself. The people of this world are attempting to use its vibrancy to protect it. Most of them. So let's hop in to create Drazhoath. In fact, as I mentioned, I already did.
Starts here.
We'll start from scratch. So do I show it to you?
Is your people's form?
Now, the Dawi are the Chaos Dwarves in the common tongue. And of course, they have new traits. But there is a new trait system, which is a point-buy system. Instead of the just one mind, one body, there is now this. You have 5 traits. Traits go up to 1 to 3, depending on how strong they are. And all you have to do is reach 5. Now, for the Dawi, I was debating underground adaptation, but I don't think the Chaos Dwarves really do underground stuff. Like, they're split, right? Their capital is Jarnagrun. They have huge towers and fortresses and spires of doom and gloom. But all of their forges tend to be underground. So they're like a split culture. So I don't think it's necessary. Now, there are the 3-star traits are all pretty good. All the mounts are down here, and the newest one that requires Empires and Ashes is the Dire Bear mount. This is very good. We won't be using it, though. Resilience is a combination of 2 traits, and I think, honestly, this would be okay. Hideous Stench makes its return, and it's hilarious. Adjacent enemies without this trait suffer -2 resistance and -2 status resistance. Now, this wouldn't be bad, but the Reavers are kind of a ranged culture, ranged focus culture, and there's a special rule for this playthrough that I'll go through soon. So I think instead, that would mean we have less characters. What we want to do is go strong and resistant, or tough, or resistant. Yes, and then I get to pick one. Honestly, do I just go underground adept? No. We're hardy. Hardy? Hardy. There we go. Strong, resistance, and hardy. Now, I don't actually think the Dawi have as much magical resistance as regular dwarves. Why are all of your hair colors different? Huh. But we're playing as the Reavers. The Reavers are a 1 Materium, 1 Chaos faction, and they fit the Chaos Dwarves to an absolute T. They are a society of industrial opportunists, pragmatic, and brutal. They combine the material and the arcane, expanding their dominion through conquests and hunts. Structures have production and mana income. Units are specialized in focusing down marked targets with focused aggression. Marked isn't new, the focused aggression is. Attacks gain plus 10% damage per stack of marked on the target. This is very good. It also affects melee attacks, by the way. They lose 1 Whispering Stone, meaning they begin with 0 and have a maximum cap of 3. You can kind of offset this with a new, not a new, but a reworked trait. Total War. No Imperium income penalties from war without war justification. And War Spoils, which are a unique resource to the Reavers that is pretty much used for like diplomacy and diplomacy that you get from killing people.
What defines their society?
Now here in the society traits, the one I mentioned was Chosen Uniters. This now just gives you +1 Whispering Stone. I did that before, but it came from an Imperium trait. Now it's just free. So Chosen Unitors can get up to 5 Whispering Stones. Pretty nutty. But there are 4 brand new traits. The Relentless Crusaders, I made 3 of my opponents, because I think this is the best trait in the game. They gain 2 Imperium per or each Empire unit killed after successful combat, which I believe just means other players. Yeah. Other players just give you Imperium for free. This reward increases by +1 for each level of evil alignment of the faction they belong to, and you gain +30 grievances against players with any level of evil alignment and +1 alignment. This, I think, is the best one. So good. Another new one that we shall be picking is Merciless Slaver. They are merciless. To them, life is a commodity. They may be taken by blade or chain. The Dawis are few in number, so they bolster a lot of their laborers and, like, chaff frontliners with slaves, usually hobgoblins, orcs, goblins, that sort of thing. So any routing unit is captured if your side is victorious in combat. This is a new mechanic, which we'll talk about. -10 alignment, and we begin with War Slaves, which I believe is a Chaos Imperium thing. Raising cities grant +1 pop to one of your cities for every 3 pop of the city that was raised. I typically don't raise cities, but, you know, it's on the table. Both Merciless Slavers and Relentless Crusaders are Pantheon unlocks. The ones that are not are the Hermit Kingdom. Cities gain +30% knowledge and +20 city stability income when their domain does not border the domain of any unowned city or outpost. Grievances inflicted by other empires encroaching is increased by 100%, and they start with a bonus 100 Imperium. I think this one's going to be pretty good. It was nerfed since the pre-build of the game where they did the streams on it, because on the streams it said this was +50% knowledge and +50% city stability gain. But, yeah, cool. And last, but certainly not least, because this will be my second trait, is Reclaimers. They believe anything can be forged into something better before it can be done. It must be reclaimed. Gain Binding Essence for clearing infestation spawners, clearing ancient wonders, raising cities, and pillaging provinces. You also begin with additional 200 Binding Essence, and the capital city starts with the Wizard Tower Item Forge, which otherwise must be crafted after building the Wizard Tower Foundation. This is all for the Item Forge, which we will go over in depth.
First tome of magic.
Soon, I assure you. Now, one of the other rules, I guess I can talk about both rules here. I must pick every new tome. There are 4 that are Materium half affinity tomes, and the first one is the Tome of Alchemy with this Bugged Afflictor. But this will not be what we're selecting first. We'll be starting with the Tome of Enchantment, because of the second rule, which is, that, as mentioned, the Dawis are few in number. They bolster their units with captured people, unpaid interns, as the internet would like me to phrase it, and with the Kadai. The Kadai is basically armor that has been infused with a demonic spirit. So the constructs are perfect. So we'll be starting with the Tome of Enchantment.
What is your ruler's origin?
And Drazhoath is a champion. Don't get it twisted. But we're going to go Wizard King, which gives all cities plus 10% mana income, plus 5 world map and combat casting points for every 2 levels of the Wizard King. Man, this nerf still hurts my soul. This wasn't just nerfed once, it was nerfed twice. It used to be plus 10 every level, now it's plus 5 every 2 levels. Wizard Kings have the overchannel ability in combat. And it makes sense, you know, because Drazhoath is a spellcaster, a sorcerer prophet, and he's coming to a new world, so Wizard King isn't too inaccurate. Now it is time to create Drazhoath. Alrighty, here is my best attempt at Drazhoath the Exalted. One of the key features of the Chaos Dwarves is that they have funky hats. So I just went with the biggest hat I could find, which is this one. It usually doesn't have a cape as well, but you know, skulls, singed cape. He is a high sorcerer prophet now, so all well and good. One of the new things added is the AI personality. Now, I'm kind of torn on whether to give... I gave all of our opponents personalities. Or, I gave them their personality. But I'm kind of torn on whether I should or not, because if I do this, that means we don't get any Preserving Diplomat Grimgors anymore, which is, of course, peak hilarity. A little bit heresy, but hilarity anyway. But if I were to give one to Drazhoath, it would be a Demonic Warlord. Of course. He's here at Hashut's behest, which means our symbol here is that of the king of Hashut himself. Of course, Drazhoath, oh yeah, look at this, isn't this beautiful? Has like a torchy thingy for the Legion of Asgore, but we'll go with Hashut simple because we're here representing the Father of Darkness himself. I was really worried that this mod, the More Banners mod, would break because they've now split everything up into like categories. But they just put everything up here, which is very convenient for trying to figure out which one's a mod and which one is. So, nice. And here are our race. You want to see a fun bug? Oh no! Where did he go? The Dawi's didn't really use mounts, but they do have Hobgoblin Wolf Riders, so a wolf is as good as it's going to get.
Your journey begins.
Of course, we are the High Sorcerer Prophet. The Sorcerer Prophet is a high-ranking sorcerer that kind of speaks for Hashut, whole prophet thing. But the highest rank in Dawi's Art Society is the High Priest. So I kind of just combined the two because technically Drazhoath, the Exalted, is the first of his kind. So. And he leads the Exalted Legion of Asgore. There we go. Again, that's his personal army that he built in the Black Fortress. Alright. Drazhoath, the Exalted, shall march into a vibrant world to plunder and pillage all it has in the name of Hashut.
Whose will Shabbat?
Hey, the game didn't crash. Beautiful. Marvelous. Oh, there's a unit right there. Yes, strong, resistant, and hardy. We begin with Suppressing Barrage and the Summon Copper Golem. Excellent, that's what I wanted. Here's the new spellbook. Isn't it truly spectacular? I'm a big fan of it. It actually reminds me a lot of the Spellforce of Ao spellbook, which, by the way, was one of the best features of that game. It randomly, after like 8 months of the devs not saying anything, it randomly got a patch, but I think that's the last of it. I don't want to get my hopes up for like a DLC or something. But anyway, there are 4 tabs. The favorite spells, these are your prepared spells, which you can unlock the third one with the Channeling Tower. The world map spells, the active spells, and the combat spells. It's beautiful. Of course, the first thing we have to do is rename this. As mentioned, Drazhoath led the Black Fortress in the Southern Badlands, but he was only there because he had been exiled from the capital city of Jar-Nagrund. And I imagine the very first thing he would do, upon acquiring the blood of Hashut, is to take it back, or take it over. We want to start with the workshop, naturally. What do we got? What do we got? What do we work with? This is the Scout, if I can click on it. The Observer, a callback to the Dreadnought of Age of Wonders 3, and the only unit in the game that cannot attack, but it can mark people. It's pretty good. Pretty helpful sometimes. Drazhoath has an Overseer. This is the support unit, the Tier 2 support unit for the Reavers. They have an attack that can blind and mark. It's actually, and its damage is lesser than usual, even for a support, which already has pretty trash damage. And the reason is because of Subdue. This is a 90% chance to link with and inflict Subdued, if the target is immobilized, frozen, or stunned. It cannot affect heroes or units with control loss immunity, and the effect will end if the caster dies. But Subdued completely stuns and removes the enemy from the fight. And if you are victorious and have a unit subdued, you can capture it at the end of a battle. Also, Patch Up is a melee range heal that is insanely good. 40. That is nutty. We also begin with the Mercenary. This is our tier 1 melee unit. They call it a tier 1.5. Because of its cost mostly. As a Mercenary, it has +2 gold upkeep. It's pretty good. A repeating pikeman. Repeating attack pikeman with the drive back. This attack moves the pikeman into the position of the enemy, much like the Warbreed's charge attack. And we begin with the Harrier, a tier 1 skirmisher unit. They can throw nets. Fun fact, if you've used the expanded cultural mod, this is basically the hunter for the feudal culture. Okay. Before I pick up any units, there's something I want to test, and that is I want to see if I should / can get any of these. Oh, there's science that must be conducted. We must conduct science immediately. Manual combat this. So here's the science I want to conduct. You see, these animals are big, spooky. And the Dawis we're not particularly use animals, if I've got to be honest. But they're no stranger to beasts of burden. So, if I subdue and take over one of these enemies, can I acquire them while they're empowered? I could try and move into a better position here. There we go. As they are immobilized, now I can subdue them with a 90% chance. The spoders have bent to the will of Hashut. Now I should be free to move. I can even... I'll just do this. Cool. It's so nice starting with an Overseer. When you have hard starting resources, you start with 2 units and a scout. And I had the Harrier and the Mercenary, and I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this game? What do you want from me? Now, I can still take action with the Overseer, and I am going to move into melee position to patch up these mercenaries who do the work of the dark gods. And now that we have claimed victory and subdued this spider, I can recruit it using war spoils. Okay. That was all 40 that I possessed at the end, but I have... Oh my... No way. I have a tier 2 spider that is in power. Is this a... Cool. Cool. I didn't think of this before. I used different realm modifiers and I hated them, so... So we're here. For our arcane research, Awakened Tools probably won't be good enough for now, so we're going to go Sundering Blades. Because we will have many melee units if our Copper Golem is anything to go by. The Copper Golems have been... Oh, I should have released the Scout and let it go. The Copper Golems have been changed. They now have gold upkeep instead of mana. And... The hell? And they now evolve into the new Bronze Golem. I'm kind of in the middle of the map. I'm kind of tired of being in the middle of the map. That's okay. Since we have some good stuff going for us, we can begin constructing the Overseer. And we want to expand. And I want to expand to that. Yes, give me that food. Nice. Copper Golem. Oh, that's a cool new interface. That's right. I really like that one. Of course, it makes me sad that they nerfed the crap out. They nerfed the crap out of summoning stuff, but hey. Also, I do not have... In order to do war spoils, we gotta go to war with some bitches. Which means we gotta find some bitches, if you know what I'm talking about. I also think I can use the Subdue to kind of just like... Oh, why are you lagging so hard? There are a few bugs. Just don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Everything will be fine. So I go here. This is greedy. And then I bring you here. And I subdue you. Also worth noting, I don't have to keep the Harrier around for this, because the spiders can immobilize. Yeah. Yeah. They're also, like, being annoying. Guess we can bring in the Harriers now. Nice. Nice. Unfortunately, I don't have too many ranged assets right now, but that thing is dead. So. I don't think I want a Storm Scale. Are you empowered? You should be. You are. Wow, that's spooky. Alright. Now, the reason why I really wanted the Hunter Spiders is because the Hunter Spiders will evolve into a tier 4 unit. Very good. We must dismiss this unit because I have... I have no sources. Also, it's worth noting, I didn't start with a mount with this battle axe, which is interesting, but now I have one. Now, Drazhoath did use mounts. And the Dawis as a whole, they didn't really use... The only mounts they would use really were the Great Taurus. The Great Tauri. Which are basically giant bulls that could breathe fire. Which is about as cool as it sounds. Where shall we expand? I need a quarry. Right here, that'll do. Production. There we go, Mana Forge. Boost that. Alright, where would you like to go? How about the other direction? I think I need one more. Uno más. We'll see how the auto does. Did okay. I could probably do better. I don't know if I want a Thunderbird. Again, the Dawis were not particularly focused on animals besides the Great Taurus. And the reason why they used the Great Taurus was because Hashut is known as the bull god. So the Great Taurus was kind of like, you know, his child, sort of. And then there were the Baal Tauruses, which are the bigger, scarier versions. Also, Mark Target is a Reaver-only support skill that is free, so why not use it on everybody, really? We're going to want this. Oh yeah, I should have mentioned the Item Forge. Here's the Item Forge. So in the Item Forge, you can craft anything to your heart's desire. But it's not particularly great until you start getting magical materials, which can then be used to add infusions. But for the sake of showing off, and because I can, Drazhoath is going to get some starting armor. This is what we currently possess. So I'm going to grab 5 hit points, 1 defense, and 1 resistance, because even +1/+1, that's good stuff. The more things you add, you can have a total of 5. The higher the tier of the item, the longer it will craft. And probably the more expensive it is. It's 180 right now, which we barely have enough thanks to our Reclaimer trait. And this is Drazhoath's starting gear. There we go. Forge. I'm a big fan of the new system. I wasn't a big fan of the one in Age of Wonders 3. It was kind of mediocre. Although apparently you could make some really busted, like 2 really busted pieces in it. Depending on what you wear. But I mean, other than that, I wasn't really a big fan. And there's our first seal. Boom. The seals. By the way, they cannot be annexed. That was a question I had. Can you, like, annex them and benefit some sort of thing? But the reason why you can't, it makes sense, is because in order to control the seal, you have to stand on it. And if you could annex the province it's in, you'd heal while standing on it, which would make it a lot easier. But it's defended by some pretty spooky stuff. And all of them have a progenitor golem on top of them. Look at this bad boy. Imagine if I could ride this. Now, the only way that I'm aware of to get the progenitor golem is through a combat spell that one of the new Ancient Wonders unlocks. But I think you can probably use the polymorph into ultimatum trick if you wanted to. Let us fell our first bandit. Camp? Now, there were a lot of AI changes. I'm not sure if those are playing into all these losses that we're getting. Oh, Drazhoath can run. We'll use a little bit of tactics here. I know. Dreaded tactics. I think I'm going to patch this guy up. How much health are you missing? Oh yeah, you're missing exactly 40. Perfect. Perfecto. One of the changes was the combat AI will now try and finish off low health units. And that was actually a recommendation that I made in a survey poll. Survey about the state of the game's AI. Again, I don't think they actually did it because I made the recommendation, but I did make the recommendation. Just want you to know. If I jump here. Oh, is this now a cleave? Oh, I should have read this. Gone there and then... Oh, that would have been good. Only I could redo my turns. I could, technically. I can reload. Why? No subdues in range. Eh. This poor golem. Getting its ass beat. Hopefully the bigger version is a little bit stronger. I'm sure it is. The bigger version. It's the new unit. I've been blinded. Does it mean I don't get any retaliations? Well, that sucks. Also, I should have waited, but I can cast this and kill 2 units. Aha. Which gives me high morale. Sir, what's the cooldown on this? 2 turns. I have to find a way to kill this dog. I think I found it. Of course, I should have used this earlier, but there we go. Well done, Drazhoath. There we go. Easy. My champion. 100 Reclaimer. The Spellbreaker Shield. Ooh. Big fan of the shield. And the Wand of a Blizzard. Nice. Now you may have noticed that I have the Wondrous Item Pack mod still on. Did I mention that? I don't actually remember if I did. All of the mods that were in the Jaina playthrough are in this playthrough, including the Wondrous Item Pack mod. Which, by the way, does work. I was really worried that the items wouldn't be disenchantable. So I was debating turning it off, but they can be. Very good. I don't know why. It can be. We'll take the Spellbreaker Shield. And head for this mana. Mana Forge is in. Give me... Well, I'll try and make the most of this. We'll get the vendor and then the storehouse. We'll boost it up. I don't have any foresters, but I think I need... Yeah, I need double farm for the market and the stonemason, which is way more important. So, let's do that. I don't know what I'm expanding towards. Something. A little bit in the dark here. Ooh, there's a world tree. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to... I don't think my city can reach this. Because there's a third rule. Nah, I just mentioned that. The third rule is that the Dawi Czar don't do nature. The extent of their thoughts about nature is how can I best exploit this? I'm expanding towards this. That's what I should do. So I am not allowed to take any nature tomes except the Tome of Alchemy, because it's a new tome that's split. Oh. Ah, the Derelict Workshop. This is a new infestation spawner. It has mechanical stuff on it. Here's the new bronze gold that I'm attempting to get. But I think I'm going to summon another one of these. Put them to work, you know? I have made a new scout, and I think it's time we go over here. Guild Mistress Wigadent. Wigadent. The Free City Silverwall greets you with some suspicion. Salutations, high sorcerer prophet Drazhoath the Exalted. Your reputation precedes you. Forgive us for being wary. We may not share your beliefs, but we ask you to respect Silverwall's territory and independence. Nevertheless, let me assess if puny Silverwall is worthy of my attention. And guess what? It's not. So, this is only a tier 1 city. Pretty trash, not even worth befriending. Cooperation is the new trading tab. This can be done once you have a vassal, a pact of vassalage. Yes, I'm not good enough. Negotiate a pact of cooperation. Oh. So trading is there. Okay, got it. But we can use intimidation to increase the friendship, I guess. Allegiance. There we go. And I could give them a Whispering Stone if I had one, but I don't. And they happen to be part of a little bit of a spoiler. They are a race belonging to one of our opponents. So I think they should be crushed. Forge an item with a custom name. Oh, cool. Our first opponent. The artifact thing is back. Sometimes fate puts adversaries in our way to test our resolve. I hope for all of our sakes that you are no such adversary. Now that's something he would say. This is Aramir Eading, the Lord of the Mark, leading the Rohirrim. Now before anyone says anything, I know that Rohan refers to its people as Eorlingus, sons of Eorl the Young. You have a person in the floor there. But Rohirrim just sounds better. I just like the way that Rohirrim sounds. They are athletic, hardy, and adaptable. Athletics is one of the new traits that I think is kind of nuts. It gives fast movement, meaning their slowest cultural unit has 40 movement on the world map and in combat. Tom said that this roughly equates to 2 more movement on the world map and 1 more movement in combat. However, I must remind you about advanced logistics, which makes that a lot more. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. Hardy for hit points and adaptable because of experience stuff. He is our feudal champion, the only one, with chosen uniters and relentless crusaders, which is probably why he doesn't like me very much. By very much, I mean minus 800. So, you know. Yeah. He's also a harmonious sage that favors treaties. Wars must be justified, and he likes to explore and to expand. After the War of the Ring, Eomer and Elisir, also known as Aragorn, loved to ride about and vanquish lingering evil remnants or just hang out and do stuff. So yeah, thought Harmonious Sage was suited for Eomer. Man, I'm so close to being able to get that, and yet so far. Can I expand? Forcibly? Not there. Oh, it's too far away. Well, it's gonna be that knowledge. We definitely want that. People are already starting to hate me. That's fine. They can hate me all they want. There's Eomer. Oh. A support unit of his. Ooh, a longbowman already. Alrighty. Sundering Blades is completed. Let's get engraving focus. Our second golem shall join the herd. Excuse me. What? Oh, I didn't have room. I like the Harrier. The Harrier is like my only ranged unit. But he can just, ride around with me. Drazhoath's starting gear is complete. Very, on the nose name there, but it is what it is. So, there we go. Sundering Blades. Let's get her started. To sunder the armor of our opponents. I don't remember what hasteberries, or I don't know what hasteberries give us in the item forge, but I'm sure it'll be great. Wigadent of Silverwall has heard of your progress in education and knowledge. Every time I hear about Jarnagrund, I am amazed by your newest arcane breakthrough. It seems like you are advancing by leaps and bounds, while we still crawl like newborn babes. Would you, the brilliant High Sorcerer Prophet Drazhoath the Exalted, be interested in educating my people, so that we may follow you on this path of knowledge? Guildmistress Wigadent bows. I bow before your arcane expertise, my High Sorcerer Prophet, and humbly ask for your scholars to instruct mine. Nope. You're not long for this world, so, no need. Temperatures in the immediate area rise and fall intermittently as a group of elementals beings panic at your army's approach. The Ice Spider, seemingly the leader of this group, wavers unsteadily before you. It seems aware that engaging you would result in almost certain death, but is unwilling to abandon its group. Will you attack them, or allow Ice Spider and its temperamental allies to retreat? Now, the Dawis are evil. But they're not just like murder everything in sight evil. They first think of profit. So, yeah, I'll take your mana. You can leave. Give me your mana. And we're going to make our way over to Silverwall. Is this going to be our second city? I think it's going to be our second city. It's going to be our second city. Yep. Cool. Orders required. Work. Mana pickup. I have so much mana, it feels good. Oop, tower. Ah, we have found the ocean. So oceans have been changed. Well, there's been quite a few changes to the ocean. This was the coveted, desired, awaited. All of those words, I suppose, fit. Rework for naval. And one such, I'll explain in a second. Sundering Blades will be an enchantment added to all of our melee units, granting a base 90% chance of inflicting sunder defense, reducing enemy defense. Which also reduces status resist now. Did it always do that? I don't know. And Demolisher, so they can destroy reinforced obstacles. The Reavers do, exclusively physical damage. So I imagine if you're playing the Reavers, that'll be... These are hiding. A desired thing, every single time. Always go, look who... Why do I always find you so swiftly? Come then. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the first protector, Blint, the underdelver of the Deep Dwellers. Let us hope this realm is big enough for all of us. Now, Blint is... He's Blint. He's been in every playthrough, except for one. He's been in every playthrough. He remains unchanged. He is what he is. Oh, I need to give him new traits. He wasn't updated for the traits. Aw, I'm sorry, Blint. That's my bad. So he has Underground Adept, and Bulwark. I think that means he has 2 points left over. I'm sorry, bud. I'm not that sorry. Fuck you. He is an industrious culture with wonder architects and adept settlers. There are 2 industrious cultures. I thought it'd be fun because Reavers are kind of the flip side of industrious. They're both Materium cultures, but industrious is all about like defense, and Reavers are all about the aggressive. So I thought it'd be fun to have 2 of them. See if we actually counter them. He is a competitive merchant, as always. His strategy is to trade, drive hard bargains, and to expand and to exploit. I'm actually going to send him a gift. Now, as mentioned, the Dawis are evil, but they aren't like pure fuck everybody type evil. They are the let's see what we can get out of this type of evil. Maybe give him a wizard bond. Maybe, just maybe, we can chat a little bit. And open borders as well. See if we can make a friend. In Total War Warhammer 3, this is expressed through. Brain. The dwarven, or the Chaos Dwarf on convoys, where you send out a convoy to another part of the world, and then it goes and trades with them. That is another player's barrier. For domain. Wonder if I could take this. I don't think I can. Ooh, nice. I'm gonna break these guys. Helpline doesn't mind too much. Did I not get this? There we go, that's right. Perfect. Now we march into the sea to see what we can see. I think this is kind of like Coast, where there is nothing, like no land masses out there. The land mass is the land mass. It's one big boy. We have another player. Uh-oh. So, you are the inconsiderate High Sorcerer Prophet Drazhoath the Exalted. I am Priest Lord Velthric. Many gods here make war. I aim to make peace, even with the likes of you. This is the Priest Lord Velthric of the Anhari Arakoa. You may recall that there was a particular Arakoa in the poll for this series. Velthric is the one that tried to establish dominance and ultimately failed. He even turned a weapon of mass destruction against his own people, which I can respect. I can. The Anhari are adaptable, they have an arcane focus, and they have fast recuperation. They are the high culture opponent this time, chosen uniters, and artifact hoarders. As mentioned, they tried to hoard... Well, I didn't mention this part. I said, as mentioned, they tried to establish themselves as the lords of the Arakoa. They did so by hoarding all of the Apexis crystals that their ancestors had begun, or had created, which basically was them hoarding knowledge. It'd be like the equivalent if someone tried to take over the internet. So, kind of an asshole. Which means he is an authoritarian diplomat. He likes to form alliances. Yes, less inclined towards hostile action. Is keen to act more in favor of good relations with other rulers and cities and will not break their alliances. Never breaks treaties, explores, and expands. This wasn't too accurate, but I figured it was hard to decide, right? Because there are 3 things that go into choosing the AI's personality. One is the description. The description / name is perfect. Authoritarian diplomat is what the Anhari guy is. The second is the research path that their personality will lead them down. And this one will lead them down the path of order. And as they were basically the light, that's perfect. And the third thing is what it actually does. So, 2 of those things were good. The third one was not. I'm a greedy boy, I'm a greedy boy, I'm a greedy boy, I'm a greedy boy. We go in. We march. I'm gonna trespass. I'm gonna declare fucking war on him. Now, the Dawis also start with siege guns, which actually would win this for me by itself. Can I cancel something? No. If I wait 1 turn... Right? No, I would need 2 turns. Alright, screw that then. We're just going to undermine the walls, grab this mana, and come back. They did change something about that. The spine-chilling Thorncroft. Baroness Hex Darkwind of the Free City Thorncroft greets you with a nefarious sneer. Salutations, great and powerful Drazhoath the Exalted. Please excuse the stench of death you may have noticed before our discussions. This is part and parcel of our dark ways. Respect, not an omen of what is to come, now that the people of Thorncroft have made your acquaintance, unless we are provoked. They are a tier 4 settlement, meaning I want to fight them. I want to fight them. I want to take it over. Here's Velthreek. I put this on a large map, right? This doesn't feel large. Ooh, what's this? Ooh. We'll be making money. We gain access to the Mage Lock. This is a huge part, a key part perhaps even, of playing as the Reavers. So we'll see them in time. Finding, migrating, and absorbing cities take -2 turns. And this gives infusions of the item form related to mobility, evasion, and extra actions. I think... what would I want? Got a good shield. Maybe a weapon? I don't think I'll be able to get a weapon. Also, there are these. Now, Drazhoath used an axe and like this torch catalyst thing, but the Sorcerer Prophets in general do have infernal pistols. So this is appropriate. Frenzy is so good. Yeah, okay. We need more points. The Call of Chaos. I'm going to avoid the Call of Chaos for now, because I have ways to capture people using my trait. Hi. Think of this as an official announcement that I, the Lord of the Mark, Eomer Eodig, consider you an enemy. Great. I mean, I saw this coming, right? The 3 people who have Relentless Crusader are just going to come for me. Something just picked that up. I saw that. Aha! And here's the other Erakoa. Sometimes fate puts adversaries in our way to test our resolve. I hope for all of our sakes that you are no such adversary. That's what he would say as well, I think. This is Sorcerer Lord Salavus. Lots of S's. And he leads, even more S's, the Skalaxi. The High Erakoa were kind of unique in that they were led... Sorry, the birds in the back look weird. They were led, like, perfectly united with the Anhari and the Skalaxi. And the Anhari studied and utilized the light of Rukhmar, their goddess, whereas the Skalaxi studied the arcane shadow of Terokk. And yet, despite their extreme difference, the two were united in leading their people to the best of their ability. That was during the Golden Age, of course, and, well, things fell out. Skalaxi was the one who stopped the weapon of mass destruction that Velthreek had unleashed upon his own people, causing the entire realm to shatter. Well, Iraq to shatter. The Spire of Iraq became the Spires of Iraq. So, he is an arcane focus, with resistance and elusive. More magical focus than Velthreek. Of course, he is our mystic culture opponent. There is only one of these. Powerful evokers with gifted casters. Again, they focused on the arcane entirely, pretty much. And he is a pure sage, a knowledgeable ruler who believes in mind over matter. He favors treaties. Any war declared must be justified. He likes to explore and to expand. They all do. But, chaotic influence is going to have a word. I'm not going to send you money. As much as I like you. As much as I want to like you. I forgot about the naval thing. So, Navy has been changed in a number of ways. One such way is that there are no more dedicated naval units. No more ballista ships, no more ram ships. It is just whatever your units are that become embarked. The engraving of focus. Ooh, this could be good. A combat spell that gets distracted and 2 marked. And they added like different ship types to better demonstrate in the tavern what a unit type was. So that's interesting. I need this. This is for our golems and our unpaid interns. So that was interesting. They also increased Brilliant. They also increased the embarkation penalty. It used to be you deal 10% less damage. Now it is -2 resistance and -2 defense, which is scary. Barks and bites. A messenger delivers an official declaration of your enemy. We get into Silverwall to Jean Grund, your throne city. You know, the city I just sieged successfully. To the Craven. Hi, Sorcerer Prophet. You are the worst ruler of this world. You haven't even met the others. All the other Free City rulers laugh at you behind your back. We are surprised you have not yet slipped and fallen back into the void by accident. Your enemy in war, Guildmistress Wigger. The pitiful Guildmistress mocks your abilities to craft war. How will you respond? Does this say? It does. Tier 3 units. Now, normally, I would be drawn by the Imperium. But this is a unit I won't be able to get for a while. So summon an Iron Golem right now. Expend our mana reserves. The Kadai are here. Unfortunately, this particular Kadai won't be involved in this fight, but it should be okay. In fact, can I even auto this? No. No, I cannot. We're not allowed to lose the Copper Golems. They have to evolve. They must survive and evolve. I can't tell you. The keen amongst you may have noticed what culture these characters belong to, but I can't tell you. Because if I do, it'll spoil the fun. Man, I have a lot of options. Which is a good thing. So, option 1. I could... Oh. Okay, hold on, explain a second. I could Wand of Blizzards this to slow them down. Buy time for our people. And keep Drazhoath in a safe position. I could run Drazhoath in to Stunning Flash, using our new fancy shield. I could jump the Spoder in to do the conal spider net thingy. A cataphract. I was like, what the hell is this thing? I'm afraid that if I send in Drazhoath, bad things are going to happen. But the Dawis are fear nothing. None of you got stunned, huh? Well. Oh, one of you did. Good. Good, good, good. As mentioned, the Dawis are fear nothing. We'll send in our mercenaries. Now, there is a world... Damn, I'm literally one tile short of doing that. Okay, that's fine. Where's the Harrier, actually? Guess we're going in. Now, the Cataphract is a charge unit, so that's worth noting. How far can you move? So if I go here, you can't hit me. Good. I should have done that before I swung, but that's okay. Alrighty. Show me what you got. Don't kill that unit, please. An attack of opportunity did her in. Ladies and gentlemen, Now, I could steal one of these characters. Is there one even worth stealing? Don't think so, honestly. Also, I wouldn't want them to get the incorrect idea that they have some value to me, you know? Wow. That would really hurt. But I could do it just to get rid of him. I can mobilize this. How the heck? If I go here. Damn. There we go. Good enough. I bring our priest in to subdue this. Seems good. I could come up here and flank that. You know what? Let's do it. You're low health. As long as the Overseer remains alive, this subdue will be in place. Easy. 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 Ooh, the Copper Golem's almost died. But persist. Wow. GG. Everyone is doing great. This spider find was really good. It was great. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm going to dismiss this. Now we must decide what to do with this city. Now, truth be told, I think this is a good city. I'm also 5 Imperium short of absorbing it. I only get 20 Binding Essence for raising this? Are you out of your mind? I also get 1 pop in Jarnagrund because of my slave retreat thing. How many pop does this kill? 1? And I get war spoils? Alright. We'll absorb it as our second city. Turn it into the Black Fortress. Gonna stand here. If I lose that Harrier, I lose that Harrier. Honestly, this should be the Black Fortress. I don't think the Dawi Czar had any settlements on the water. I don't think. I guess it depends. Excuse me. Magistrate Taylor Lambent of the free city of Pavilios acknowledges you with an elegant courtesy. Hail, great Drazhoath the Exalted. The people of Pavilios greet you and wish you well. We look forward to introducing you to our arts and culture so that you may taste of our opulence. Finally, someone who shows me some respect. Now, I wouldn't mind befriending you. Or, you know, unless he's going to wait a fate next turn. Vassalizing you. I wouldn't mind that. Could get focused aggression. Let's get experience leader first, though. Engraving of focus is ready. This will affect all of our Kadai units. I mean constructs, but I'm calling them Kadai because that's what they're called. You know, Lord Chaos Dwarfs. And the Spoder. Which is all well and good. Master Masons. City constructs. Structures. Cost less gold. Unfortunately, I cannot get that right now. You possess the Thunderbow, the Cloak of Displacement, and a Polar Bear mounts. I want those things. And so I have sold you. A friendship was declared. I consider you my friend. High Sorcerer Prophet Drazhoath the Exalted. Together we shall prosper. Wow. Really? We're already at -40 because of chaotic influence. Just, you know, worth noting. Now, the fun, a bit of the Reaver culture is that they cannot declare friendship. Oh, no, they can. Wait, what? Is it because he declared friendship with me? Hold on, I need to check something. Yes. No. Huh. I didn't think we could declare friendship because we have the Declaration of Supremacy, which does the same thing. Maintaining it costs 5 wars. Can I do both? Hold on. I think this is a bug. No, I cannot. Okay. Interesting. So that's a new name for his capital city. Gnason. Usually it's like Brassgate or some shit. As if you want your name to be after brass. It's fine. I can take that. Next turn. This will be a good city, though. Because we have a Wonder. We have the Tranquility Pool. Good shit. I have Blint next to me. He is converting that into a city. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. That's not good. He's about to have many grievances with me. I could have. Oh, look. I could have quelled that with a province claiming pact. It's hard to click on these floating things. But alas, I did not think that far ahead. Alright, I need you to go south. Actually, you can auto-explore. I found some friends. Where are you? There you are. Some would consider your course of actions deeply unwise, Drazhoath. Especially if you want to avoid vexing me. I have no relations to free cities. Well, I'm about to, but the problem is, again, I have no Wizarding Stone, so... The soonest I can get one is in 9 turns. So here's the question. I don't think we're going to get an answer. I was going to say, can I get to the Whispering Stone? Sure. Before I have to start claiming all these provinces. Wasn't there an enemy here? Am I going crazy? I feel like I am. This should allow the Iron Golem to join this fight, which is a risky battle. Oh, I need to heal. Okay, we'll take a turn to heal. Now I can recruit a new champion, which I should. But I don't think I have the cash. Oh, I do. Why are you flying? Huh. Why are you flying? That's a great question. So they are both resistant duelists. When this unit attacks an enemy, it gains a stack of bolstered resistance. Nori the Ox. Congratulations, Nori the Ox. Join me in my dominion of all things. There you go. Go be a beautiful leader. Lead this second stack that's forming. How about you? I walked right past the pickup. Son of a biscuit. Got that one, though. Okay. I could just put them on Archon Blood. Unlocks infusions in the item forge related to frost damage, frost resistance, hit points, and necromancy. You don't say. I need more of this. I need more of this stuff. A rivalry was declared. Oh. Think of this as the announcement that I, Sorcerer Lord Salavus, consider you an enemy. See, they're all scrubs. They can't declare on me without justification, but I can declare on them with no justification. The screen is shaking a lot, and it concerns me. I am concerned. Alright. Now then. Perfect. A low-risk battle? I doubt it. Yep. Hello and welcome to my first time in the Tranquility Pool. My absolute first time. I haven't tried this already. I haven't been taken by surprise by enemies far greater than I had anticipated. That I didn't lose my Spoder that I'm trying to evolve, or my Iron Golems that I just got for free. I would never do such a thing. It's fucking annoying. I wouldn't have restarted, except that kind of want my stuff. That was a good bear attack, though. Last time the bear was silly and just like swiped one thing, but this time did good shit. So I tried it to capture the Slither, because I've never used them before. They're pretty cool. They're beasts that are like little dragons, so they're double dipping a little bit. But I also wanted the Spoder. Like I wanted a lot here. Speaking of wanting a lot, let's designate. I'll actually use my spells. I know, what a shock. This will give it marked, so people do more damage, and give it distracted so that every attack is flank. Sorry, my brain had to process the thing I was trying to say. Now, the Spoder is a backup. If I can't get this guy, I'm going to take the Spoder. And I was very eager, over-eager, you could even say, to acquire this guy. So I kind of like jumped the spider in and, you know, bad shit happens. This time, I'm going to exercise something the Dawis are not renowned for. Patience. That hit on Drazhoath. Ooh, frozen the golems, okay. Now Drazhoath can die. I don't particularly care. He, of course, as the chosen of Hashut, possesses the ability to come back from the dead. You like that? So, I mean, if he dies here, I'm not that butthurt about it. See if we can mark this guy. Of course. Why wouldn't we miss? Ooh, there's immobilized. Run. Move your little fucking legs. I can't reach. I can't reach. 50-50. Got the kill. I might not get this. We'll see. Well, that's cool. Defense mode, protective wall. Huh. Imagine if I had athletics, I could make this run. Drazhoath returns to Shah Negrins. I told you we could die. I wasn't that torn about it. But now that he's dead, I can't cast spells. And I've used both of my nets. I'm torn about it again. All I have to do is make sure that this guy doesn't die. Next turn, we'll get our net again. This fight's really hard. Empowered Beast is a lot harder than I thought it would be. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because Empowered Beasts are really... I also don't know if the AI advantage applies to these like neutral camps. I don't know that. It could, but also not. I'm believing with you. You're going way away. Now, there is another way for me to capture this guy. There is the subdue. Yes. Gotcha, bitch. But also if he fled because of my slaver's trait. It'd be good. 80 war spoils. 80 war spoils. It almost doesn't feel worth it. Recruit a unit of tier 3 or higher by subduing them. Great. Wow, my army's getting pretty spooky. Drazhoath will return in but a few turns. Oh, look. Wyverns. So yeah, I was thinking, like, for mounts. The closest thing to a Baal Torai is, like, the Fire Wyvern. Let's go spell Tempered Shields. And Jar Nagrund can expand, as it should, into the dock. Silverwall needs some production. It's going to need a tavern. It's going to need a stonemason too. Its production blows. Let's go markets. I need some cash. Drazhoath has been forced into the void, so things are going to be a little quiet for 3 turns. I need the Room of Recall, of course, to come back instantaneously. Well, you know, come back in a turn. There are yet 4 people we have not met. The Guildmaster, Joseph Spark, he doesn't count. Of the Free City, Tinwall looks at you, disgusted. How can you be so evil? Easy. How can you sleep whilst those before you cower in fear? Easy. I may not have a chance of defeating you, but I have a responsibility to all the people on this realm to stand up to you. May the combined forces of good bring your evil reign to an end. So be it. Whatever. You will not be the first to attempt to stop Drazhoath, nor shall you be the last. But you shall die for it. Oh, I didn't name this city. I could name this the Black Fortress. Blint has me surrounded. Ah, Blints. So yeah, I never finished my thoughts on water. In water provinces, there are now 3 type of structures in the water. The mangrove forests, the sunken ruins, and the pearl reef, which used to be oyster reefs. And you can now build pretty much anything, you know, anything you could build on land on these. How's Blint doing? Oh, great. Oh yeah, I'm dead. I can't negotiate with him. The reason I asked... My map's gone. Oh no. The reason I asked is because I want this. And I want all this as well. But I'm going to get this. So... I might have to fight Blint at the start just because of space. I believe I suffer an economic penalty when Drazhoath is dead, right? I think so. A distraught member of the Exalted Legion of Asgore Council requests an urgent meeting. Terrible news, my high sorcerer prophet. Our scouts have reported sightings of an army of blessed souls roaming our lands. Our forebears told legends of such creatures, that they are bringers of death, and that seeing a creature heralds 77 years of bad luck. We must drive it away immediately to prevent unrest within our cities. The Exalted Legion of Asgore will panic when they notice that blessed souls are nearby. Quickly, O high sorcerer prophet, you must dispatch them. Sure, why not? Drazhoath will be back soon. Duke Clemens Vow of the Free City of Berkshire approaches with fanfare. We, the people of Berkshire, greet you, O high sorcerer prophet Drazhoath the Exalted. Isn't that a mouthful of a name? You will find here a place of honor, glory, and devotion to chivalry. We anticipate that either peace will be achieved between us because of values we share, or we will engage in glorious combat that the bards will sing of for ages to come. Well, it'll be the latter, because I ain't about any of those things. Nope, not me. Now, it's about time I let these boys auto-explore, but I kind of want to just get a feel for the map. Mines grant mana. That could be really good. But again, I don't even... Do I even have any mines right now? I don't think I do. I think I'm waiting. A friendship with you has ended. Alright. I consider you, High Sorcerer Prophet Drazhoath, the Exalted, my friend. Together we shall prosper. Really? You consider me your friend? Alright. I guess that's the authoritarian in you speaking. I consider you my friend too. Let's be friends. Again, I don't think I'm supposed to be able to do this. I'm pretty sure the Reavers can't declare friendship. I'm like 97%. Wow, there's a big body of water here. 97% certain. Can't wait for roads. Spell's ready to be cast. I think we're good. Drazhoath returns. We're going to crump this quest. We'll grab this to add it to our empire. Uh-oh. Oh, why do you have bastions already? That's fine. We gave them an advantage, you know? I like how you have 7 defense and 0 resistance. That's because he's embarked. The new embark penalty is pretty hefty. I mean, he has 9 defense by default. Gee, Manetly. Okay, how do I do this stack? Like that, I guess. And you go there. Perfect. Your troops engage the Gortusk piglet and its minions, but they cower in fear rather than put up a fight. Most of them try to hide while others are huddled on the ground. They seem to be begging for mercy through panicked hisses and cries. Do you let the scared Gortusk piglet and other creatures go? Or attack them regardless? Attack! We need resources. Dismiss. Almost there. Oh. That was for real estate for a minute. Yeah, here's one of the sunken ruins. And there are a lot of new water maps, so fighting in the water should be more fun. Although we'll see, of course. Bathhouse, stonemason, tower. Go stonemason into tower. There we go. That's the play. I should probably get a mage luck, huh? The Black Fortress can annex once again, and it shall. I want this. God damn it, Blint. Blint, you're everywhere. My floating hero has leveled up. Cool. Get Sundering Strikes, why not? Wait, we have items? Oh yeah, we do. There you go. Huh. You're, there we go, I fixed you. You are angering me, Drazhoath the Exalted. I am warning you. If you keep going like this, I will see an end to your reign. Right here. Alright. Well, war's coming. The reason they cite Relentless Crusader. Yeah. Oh, there's a city here I never found. So they are kind of close to me. Like over the mountain and far away. Good song. After a tense search and a long march, your army comes face to face with the roaming blessed souls. The sight of the terrible creatures caused fear to ripple through the exalted legion of Asgore in your army. The deafening silence betrays the hesitation of your troops. Their morale will not hold. The blessed souls have noticed your troop and prepared to attack. What will you do? Murder them, of course. Now that the blessed souls are gone from your lands, the exalted legion of Asgore Council contacts you. Again, marvelous work, Drazhoath the Exalted, just marvelous. We managed to contain any panic with regards to the blessed soul sightings, so it seems we are in the clear. All thanks to you, of course. The exalted legion of Asgore will hear of your victory. Perhaps our superstitious beliefs can be transformed into a virtue of our people. Let's go with the production. Jarnagrund is well on its way. Good. What am I expanding towards exactly? You know, the north has 2 seals. Blint's getting a little spicy, team. I seem to have found a bug. Cool. I don't know what caused this, but it happened in the dev stream as well. One of the progenitor golems was literally in the ground. So, whatever they did, didn't fix it. Oh yeah, I also wanted to expand towards the world tree, but I'm not sure if I can actually reach this. I don't think I can. I think the Black Fortress can. Possibly. Back home we go. The spell Tempered Shield is researched, and now I have to get it. The only nature tome that I am allowed, the Tome of Alchemy. Inflict your enemies with debuffs and mitigate them on your own units. Tinctures and a powerful ranged unit will help you manipulate the tides of battle. Now this actually is very appropriate for the Dawi, who are of course quite alchemically and arcanely inclined. But the developer said it wasn't really helpful. No, not really helpful isn't right, but it doesn't synergize super well with the Reavers because, of course, they have their own ranged assets that they like to use. But we'll go in with it. Disperse Afflicting Miasma in a 1 radius. Afflicting Miasma is new. This will cause units to be inflicted, and while they're standing in it, they're weakened, inflicted with a weakened, and while they're in it, they are afflicted, which will give a 90% base chance of inflicting a debuff, a negative status effect, based on the damage type they receive. So bleeding from physical, burning from fire, condemned from spirit, electrified from lightning, poisoned from blight, and slowed from frost. What are they called? The Mystic Culture would have a lot of fun with this, with their Star Blades giving them random elements. The Mysterious Tonic is an enchantment you can give to your support units, which will grant a free action that grants a positive status effect and removes a negative one. Actually, it grants 2 positive status effects. It can also be given to heroes in the support tree. The Afflictor is the ranged unit. It is a crossbow unit, a repeater crossbow unit that has the Miasma shot, which deals damage to unit target and creates afflicting miasma on their hex. I might try it. We'll see. The Anti-Magic Tincture, which is a what now? A buff spell. Friendly units in 1 hex radius have their negative status effects dispelled, and they gain 2 status protection, which is new. Gains 2 status resistance, stacking up to 5 times. Wow. That's 10 status resist. Fumigation is a siege that causes 2 times poisoned and 16 blight to all enemies. And the Material Refinery is a building that gives +5 knowledge, +5 gold, and then an additional +5 knowledge and gold per magical material within the city's domain. It's very good. They also get the Alchemist Layer Special Province Improvement, which grants 10 knowledge, and then for each unique adjacent province improvement grants 3 additional knowledge. There we go.
The perfect alchemical formula requires an equal measure of both time and fortune. Who else but the alchemist spends years of meticulous research into understanding the very essence of nature, only to find the solution through sheer happenstance? Alchemy truly is a gamble with nature, entailing the power to both create or destroy.
Now, I'll lock the Afflictor. I wanted the building, but we'll take Mysterious Tonic. You are angering me, Drazhoath, the Exalted. I'm warning you. If you keep going like this, I will see an end to your reign. Right here. It's a good thing we're going back because it looks like Blinty Boy wants to fight. Blinty Boy wants to fight. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, that's fair. If we're gonna fight Blint... Ooh, we found it. I was about to say there are more champions here, or heroes, that you will never guess, and this is one of them. I can't do his voice crazily right now. My throat kind of hurts. So you, a high sorcerer prophet, Drazhoath the Exalted of the Exalted Legion of Asgore, I am not impressed. Tread carefully before I decide that your realm is actually worth conquering. This, I am so proud of coming up with this one. This is Lusicon of the Night, the old god in Dragon Age Origins of the Tevinter Imperium. He is the youngest of the 7 dragon gods, and he led, or the only group that remains continuing to worship him is the Last Moon. In Dragon Age, just very, very brief, the Tevinter Imperium worshipped dragons as gods. They got a bunch of like blood magic-y power from it. Then they invaded the golden throne, and the Darkspawn were birthed from it. And the Darkspawn seek out the dragon gods, which are buried. They were imprisoned beneath the earth by the Maker, or so the story goes. Anyway, they're all imprisoned beneath the earth, and the Darkspawn seek them out to turn them into archdemons. One of the archdemons was actually in one of our previous playthroughs, Archdemon Erthemiel. 4 of the gods have been turned into archdemons. There have been 4 blights, and Lusicon is one that remains hidden. So the Dragon of Night, Lusicon, he leads, as mentioned, the Last Moon, which are the only known worshippers of him still to date, to this time, in the modern timeline. They are humans of the Tevinter Imperium that have the Nightmare mounts, and they are resistant from magic, because Tevinter Imperium. I wanted to give them arcane focus, but the Dark Culture doesn't really have magical attacks, so it isn't with the defense thing. Again, Dark Culture. They are scions of evil, and imperialists, because that's what the Tevinter were. He himself is a strategist warlord, an ambitious ruler who values strategy and magical prowess, that is driven by war, will never surrender, and likes to exterminate and to expand. We actually probably could get along if, there weren't some weird chaotic influence. Then there he is, my boy himself. He's already level 6. Look at him. He looks so good. So good. It's almost going to be a shame when, I hope, please, game. Please. For the love of all that's unholy. Give him Shadow Transformation. And here is another champion. The one that was slightly spoiled. So you are the inconsiderate High Sorcerer Prophet Drazhoath the Exalted. I am the White Dwarf Grombrindle. Many Gordir make war. I am to make peace, even with the likes of you. Grombrindle is a nigh pseudo-mythical figure of the Dawi in Warhammer Fantasy, and he appears whenever the dwarves are in trouble. Now, in this storyline, there really aren't any other dwarves, so he has appeared in this realm of vibrancy to hunt down he who slew his ken. At the end of Total War Warhammer 3, in the Chaos Dwarf campaign, spoiler alert, you kill all of the major dwarf leaders. So he's here for revenge, and he leads the ancestral throng that are, of course, dwarves. They are resilient and strong. They are the second industrious culture, with Relentless Crusaders and Runesmiths, which means he's going to be declaring war on me eventually. So great. Lovely. I'm going to take a turn to heal, and then I'm going to bring both my heroes into the Wonder. Ooh, hello. Probably going to be taken from me, but hey, it's there. Let's get the library. Yes, we know the sign is spelled wrong. I have been pondering the many allies and enemies I have in this realm. I am glad that you seem to be one of the former. Let us try to bring our empires closer. Sure. I'm going to get a province claiming pact with him so I don't make the same mistake I made with Blint. The dowsing armor. Ah, we can see things he's been forged. The taunting Frostbringer. And the Arachna's halberd. Interesting. I wonder if they get to cheat with their infusions. Or they just get all the infusions no matter what. Let's see, we are missing 2 brave champions. Who are they? A general discusses Eomer Eodig's war with you. When it remarks, wait, did Eomer declare on me? Curse those page-gazing scribes. Meanwhile, my boys are dying out there. The general keenly elaborates. It is unfair, my high sorcerer prophet. My soldiers sacrifice their lives for you. You don't have a beard. What kind of dwarf are you? What do your mages and scholars and Jean Nagron do all day? Sit in ivory towers and dusty libraries. I say we put those bookworms to better use. Knowledge is only half the battle after all. The other half demands plenty of troops in the field. Moving Jean Nagron's scholars from their comfortable alcoves to the battlefield should improve your army's strength. What will you do? Huh. Bad idea. The scholars will instead educate Jean Nagron's recruits. Ah. You have... Good artifacting. Hey, what happened to one of your guys here? You have been a thorn in my side long enough. High sorcerer prophet Drazhoath the Exalted. Prepare for war. Ooh, Eomer captured his first seal. Oh, right, I should probably check this. 160 seals are needed, and you capture 1 per turn. How far away am I? Is it really over here? Now, it's no surprise that the AI got a seal first. No one should be surprised here. The important thing is that we don't let the AI get too many seals. You know? We can always kill the AI. Like, how do you stop their seal counter? Kill them. Easy. You know, maybe I'm not bringing in both. No, I am. This is a good way for heroes to get XP pretty quickly. You want to claim this structure, yep. The cave is dark and eerily silent as you approach. A thin layer of silky webbing covers the entrance. You and your party venture... Sorry, just lost my track. You and your party venture further through the maze-like cave, passing cocoons filled with all sorts of creatures while searching for the secrets hidden beneath the cobwebs. Before long, the webbing gets so thick that it becomes noticeably harder to move. Then you hear something in the darkness. While you struggle to move through the sticky web, you hear the excited chitter of the cave's many-legged inhabitants. They can sense prey. So we can collapse part of the cave on top of the spiders, damaging them before the engagement. Sure. If I fail, it collapses around me, but whatever. Oof. Oof, there's a tier 4 spider in here. I'm gonna have one of those. After the spiders are dealt with, you can search the cave with ease. You find several cocoons, most of them empty or with their contents decayed. Then one of your companions calls you over. This one is still breathing. You quickly free the living victim, and after a moment of respite, he is able to speak. Thank the Guardia for your arrival. My name is Slajan Notch of Silverfence. We traveled here to investigate this so-called safe haven, and then, well, he gestures towards the cocoons. I owe you my life, O High Sorcerer Prophet. Slajan Notch says, if you need my help in the future, you need only ask. Well, I'm gonna strip you of your stuff and imprison you. Boom. That gives me, of course, Imperium and production and mana per quarry. Very nice. I can also expand further. You're turning this into a... Blintz. Blintz. Stop it. Oh, he's making a war camp. Okay. I mean, that's still not great, but it's fine. I like how I have animals. No nature is allowed, but I have animals. I have produced a library. And now I'm going to produce a bathhouse. And a mage lock. And an overseer. This guy's going this way. The mage lock is heading over here. Tranquility pool acquired. Unlocks infusions in the item forge related to status resistance, resistance attunement, and weakening enemies. Nice. I do have quite a lot of binding essence now. Nori the Ox, my archer boy. You have a beard. Good. Good. Drazhoath has reached level 4. Now they nerfed... Okay, I'm glad. They nerfed phasing. Like, they took phasing, they hit it with the hammer, and then as it was falling, they kicked it in the face, and then after it went falling farther with an injury in their face, fell to the ground on spikes, and then they stepped on it. So I was wondering if they had done the same to like Demon Step and Blink, but they did not. As for what Blint would actually... Blint. Blint's in the way. Blint's in the war. As for what Drazhoath would actually do... we're gonna go some elements. Demon Step would be appropriate as well. But right now, Drazhoath is practicing his leadership skills. Roads? I can't even really afford roads, but I want roads. We've captured this guy. There's an arc fire orb, a robe of resistance, and pony. What? Oh, that's fine. No. Rivalry. Okay. Fair enough. Fate brings us together once more. What questions burden you, Drazhoath the Exalted? Oh, he likes me now. Okay. Oh, he likes the fact that I have a weaker military. Oh, I see. We may not be so different after all, Drazhoath. Your actions are promising. By all means, continue. Yeah. The authoritarian bit. Oh, thanks. That's not what I wanted to sell that for. Did I not click gold? There you go. I have loads of mana. That's not what I expected to have. Alright, sure. I need to make a road between my two cities. Between the Black Fortress and Jana Grand. I also need to crump that. This is disgusting, Flint. How dare you encroach upon my land? Why can I not do this? It's a cliff face. I see. Go there. Go here. You're fully healed. Go this way. Oh. Roads. What's this? Oh. Oh, Salavas is getting close. That game doesn't want me to go that way. Interesting. We're scouting it out. Once I find all the players, I will let them auto. A war party. Now remember, during a war party, they will just pillage my provinces. Can I pillage someone I'm not at war with? Because I get essences for doing that, I think. Alrighty. Sure. This should be an easy auto. Should have been. Let's use this feature. See what the AI does. Good. Alright. I turned it off. Because I see how they killed something. But I also see the path to success. Drazhoath. The Exalted. Can't bring this back down. Hey, little Harriers. My overseers over here? I don't think they were. It's fine. We can get the free mark here. Then I can do this as well. Which is going to demolish that guy. We have the Mage Lock rifles. These guys can also mark if they can't shoot, because their shoot is a full action. So, oof. Wow, that's loud. Loud and proud, you know? Go this way. Almost. And then boop. Okay. Not the... I could have done that a little bit cleaner, but that's fine. What's done is done, you know? Alrighty. I need you guys to evolve, please. I beg of you. We're getting there. They're almost there. The Frost Great Axe. One did evolve. Nice. This is the Bronze Golem. Tier 3. 95 hit points. 5-3. 3 serious resist. -4 shock weaknesses as part of the new construct, which gives it reinforced, -4 lightning resist, heartless, control loss immunity, and immunity to bleeding, disease, distracted, and poison. The Kadai sure are useful, aren't they? He has a repeating melee attack with Demolisher, Sunder Defense, Cavalry Slayer, and Giant Slayer, and Weakening Cleave. Deal damage to units in a 1-hex cone, Cavalry Slayer, Giant Slayer, and Weaken. Yeah, they're gonna be good. And the other guy is close. Close. Good. Good, good, good. Oh, it's Salavas himself. What's up, bro? Look at him. You're getting, a little close to my territory, though. I wanted this to be a long campaign, but Pangea has reduced the size of the map quite dramatically. Mysterious Tonic is in. Oh, hey, there's the thing I wanted. This is ready to go. This will give our shield boys +1 resistance, and when entering defense mode, this unit and all adjacent allies receive +1 resistance. We'll have a few shield boys. I think. Mysterious Tonic. The distribute tonic thing. And Drazhoath himself can get one. Okay. I mean, I like the layout so far of the Pangea map, although it feels small. This is a large Pangea map, reminder. But it feels small. Which I don't think is a good thing. Supposedly he got a seal over here, which makes me want to fuck him up. There's Blint himself. The boy. Who wants to declare war on me, so... I think we should marshal our forces in preparation for this new war. Was I going towards the Guardian Tree? I guess I'm going to make a Scholars Guild. Guess. I don't have a mint yet, but I can. Or excuse me, a mine for a mint. I don't know how much the AI has, but 2 stacks is pretty good. 2 full stacks, mind you. There he is. It was really hard to recreate his outfit. I apologize. Well met. Hi, Sorcerer Prophet Drazhoath the Exalted. I am Lord Archduke Enver Gortash, at your service. Prove your strength to me, and we may yet conquer this realm together. I don't have the money to send him a welcoming gift, but he actually likes me, which is impressive. He is a fellow Reaver, and he leads the Steel Watch. This is actually a suggestion from a comment. The Steel Watch, of course, are humans. Well, in Baldur's Gate 3, they're not fully humans. I was hesitant to do this because I don't know much about Enver. Like, we just met him in my playthrough. I say just. We met him a few episodes ago. The only thing I know about him is that I don't fucking trust him. But he is adaptable, with fast recuperation and defensive tactics. A Reaver culture, as mentioned. He is an Imperialist and silver-tongued. This is the only thing I know about him. I also gave him the new Economic Warlord, a greedy ruler who will stop at nothing to achieve economic goals. Remember, he was an arms dealer before he became Archduke, in quotes. Driven by war, will never surrender, focus on extermination and expansion. He actually likes me. So let's get a Wizard Bond. And I say actually likes me, but there's a chance he just kind of sort of likes me. I'm going to sell this for 100 gold. I don't want it. Now that I have the stuff, probably should make another Mage Lock. That's what I'm going to do. It was exactly 100 gold. My Frost Great Axe purchased that. Mysterious Tonic is ready to give to my Overseers. I have met a ruler. What? So you are the... I know, we met Oxyotl. Oh, no we didn't. You are the Why are their hands glowing by that? The inconsiderate High Sorcerer Prophet Drazhoath the Exalted. I am he who hunts the unseen Oxyotl. Many gods here make war. I aim to make peace. Even with the likes of you. That is all 4 champions. Met. Oxyotl is a Giga Chad. He is arguably the strongest skink in Warhammer Fantasy, and he lives in the Southern Chaos Wastes, hunting down literally any trace of chaos with a blowpipe. That's it. That's all he's got. So he is kind of naked. This is the best I could do. He leads the Ghosts of Pahua, which have the animal kinship thing going on. They are cold-blooded, poisonous, and tenacious. Poisonous was buffed. Did I mention this in the trait thing? Poisonous was buffed, then it was nerfed a little bit from the build the developers are using on their streams. It gives an immunity to poison, and melee attackers have a base 60% chance to become poisoned. It's less than the 90% that it was in the pre-release build, but it is more than 30% trash chance that it was before. They are the barbarian culture, because they don't have much to work with. Fabled hunters and relentless crusaders. He is a revolutionary diplomat, a rebellious ruler who values both freedom and alliances. It was really difficult to choose what I wanted for Oxyotl, because he's not really a leader. Like, he's like a leader of the Wild Hunt type leader, you know? People follow him to hunt chaos. They don't follow him for... He's no... What are those things, Sean? Slan. He's no Slan. But you can't really make Slans in this game. Though that is a tier 3 stone elemental. Grombrindle has captured his first seal. Oh my. Oh my me. Grombrindley boy. Am I gonna do it? Am I gonna do Blint Dirty again? It's kind of tradition at this point, right? Is this an Imperium thing or a trait? Oh yeah, Metropolitan Society. I think I'm going to take this. Cities that share a border with the Throne City gain 10% in all types of income. And the right of the armorer to gain the breastplate of the champion. As Blint's going in a bit, he will be taking this. We can give the starter gear to somebody else. I haven't got that many binding essences yet. But I think we go to war against Blint. It looks like he wants to try and take the seal. Do it. I fucking dare you. Take the seal. It'll be fine. Alright, I'm going to put you on auto now. I'm going to put all of the... Ooh, war between Oxyotl and Salavus. Ooh. Oh, raiding party. Ugh. Are you upgrading to a city? Alright, Blint's gotta die. Blint's gonna die. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill myself. Blint's our first opponent. Because there are 2 seals like in this vicinity. My capital can expand up here. And this one is like right next to the seal. And I can get 2 wonders. Yeah, it's pretty good. I have no idea where his capital city is though. Like I found it. Wasn't it down here? Yeah. Here it is. So where are you? Ooh. Oh yeah, there's now passages in the ocean, which is pretty cool. Okay. I see. But thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed and that you are excited for Drazhoath's tale here in a vibrant realm that we will plunder and pillage in the name of Hashut. Thank you to the patrons and the channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you would like to stay up to date on Hampshire, feel free to join the Discord description down below. And I will see you next time for War with Blint. Hopefully Aomer stays in his corner. Bye.